Hey Slices, today we're making this really cute DIY rose ball. See you in a bit.
You will need 2 rolls of Cray paper streamers, a Styrofoam ball, glue, a pencil, a ruler, scissors, tape, and toothpicks. Preparation. Okay, so first thing you want to do is plug in your glue gun, make sure it's on, and make sure you have some sticks handy in case it runs out. Mine's pretty full, but I did put one aside. You also want to make sure you have a surface underneath so your glue doesn't drip directly on the table. Next, you're going to get your styrofoam ball, and this step may seem silly, but it's actually really important. Get your toothpick and make sure it can go through the styrofoam ball. If it can't, you have to get sharper toothpicks because it's easier to get the toothpicks rather than having to get a different styrofoam ball. Now what I'm doing here is measuring my Cray paper streamers. The Cray paper streamers are rather long, so we don't want to use all of it. Instead, you want to measure off 24 or 2 foot pieces. These are going to be used to make the rose. You're only going to need 1 piece for every rose, but it's important that they're all the same length, otherwise your buds won't have a consistent look to them. If you want to make some tighter and looser, you can, but I still recommend you keep the 24-inch pieces and don't go any longer or shorter. Let's get ready to roll. Okay, this step was really simple. You just want to crumble up your 24-inch piece of streamer. This is going to make it have a more natural look, like a rose would in real life. Then you want to open it and flatten it. Don't worry about being too careful with this because the paper streamers are actually pretty strong. Now you're going to get your toothpick and apply a little bit of hot glue or your other glue. I just stick my toothpick right in the nozzle and a little bit of glue comes out. Then I apply a bit more along the edge just for good measure. Now what you want to do is get your toothpick and apply it on the lower half of the streamer. I'm saying lower because if you have it all the way up, you won't have enough room later to make the rose and it'll be obvious you have a toothpick. All I did there was folded up the edge of the streamer to cover up the toothpick. Then I twisted it around a couple times just to make sure that it was securely on there, not falling off or moving around. Then I just folded the streamer in half lengthwise, going all the way down. You want to go all the way, otherwise the flower won't have the consistent look we're going for. Doing the roll. Okay, now it's time that we roll our flower. This step is a little hard to describe in words, but as long as you watch, you should understand. First of all, I wrapped about the first 3 to 4 inches around the toothpick. This is going to make the middle of the rose, and it's also going to add shape to our flower. Now I used a pinching method. I stuck my finger on the streamer and made kind of like a little U shape, but instead of letting the bottom become the U, I pinched it. You'll see here in a minute when I do a close-up. Okay, so here we go. It's a pinching motion. You're going to make a U shape with your thumb, and you're going to pinch the bottom. Pinching the bottom makes it all come into kind of like a cone shape, but at the top the petals are still loose and flowing. Really, it's just something you got to try to get the hang of. Finishing the bud. Okay, right here I've finished rolling all the way around the bud. You just want to keep going the entire way, leaving about 5 inches at the end. Now you just want to twist the streamer around and go around the base, which is going to make it a little tighter and give you a more secure flower. Then with about the last inch, you're going to leave free. Kind of looks like your flower is wearing a scarf. I'm just taking my glue here, hot glue, regular, whatever you're using, applying a little bit, and then folding it over. If you're using hot glue, be very careful. The streamer is very fragile at this point from all the rolling, and it's easy to burn yourself. And that's all you do to finish your bud. Now you can shape as you like. Making the ball. Now, before I put my video up, I'm just going to say this part aloud. All you're going to do is get your roses. You're going to need a lot. And you're just going to stick the toothpick directly into the styrofoam ball, packing them together pretty tightly. Attaching the string. Okay, now what I'm doing here is pretty self-explanatory, and I'll admit it, I did a pretty bad job of recording it. All I did was I got a Cray paper streamer, your choice of length, because it really just depends on how high your ceiling is, and folded it in half just as if we were making a rose. Now what I did was got a toothpick, and I stuck it directly through the Cray paper streamer. Then I stuck it into my ball, wherever you want the top of your ball to be. And I covered it up with some more streamer. Really, there are other ways to do this which are better than this way, but this was the way I did in the video, so I'm just going to explain this way. Then what I did was got a bit of hot glue and covered up the side of the toothpick. My glue was pretty hot at this point, so I could only glue one side at a time. So you're going to see when I lift it up that the toothpick is still going to be showing, but I did fix this after I finished filming the video. And all I did to fix it really was put some glue on the side where the toothpick was showing and refold over the Cray paper streamer, so it's easy enough to fix if you have a problem. Okay guys, I just want to say that's really it. You just have to hang it up now. You can put it in your room, in your living room, really anywhere in your house. So I really hope you enjoyed watching my video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for updates. I will be uploading as soon as possible. And also, don't forget to check my description bar. I have a lot of important information down there, like where I got the ideas from and the whole supply list. So I really hope you like it, and thanks for watching.